What on earth is happening here on GME? Some crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's got to be an offering. That has got to be an offering. Where the hell is Benzinga? Where's Charlie when I need him? Wow, guys, that is a fucking offering. Holy crap. Wow. Whew. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Figure I'd jump on really quick for this craziness with GME. Where the hell is the... Oh. That looks like a dip before the squeeze. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit violent for, I mean, who knows, right? It could be. But that was already a squeeze, too. GME's been insane. I mean, that is pretty insane. Um, what a crazy dump, though, in like a couple of minutes. Like that. That's why it's so dangerous to trade these stocks. I mean, if you're not in early, it's almost better to stay out. Oh, I'm missing the trade on the NASDAQ here. Oof. I want to take it short. I want to take this short. Move that over so that way you guys could see. See the... Holy crap. Why is Benzinga not talking? Like, of all times, he's quiet. Or is my computer off or something? I don't know. He's on, but I don't hear him. Do I have the wrong headphones on? No, I don't. Wow, guys, that is insane. Hold it down again. AMC's following too. Incredible, guys. Incredible action here. We got not involved with any of these stocks for quite some time already, but it's just crazy volatility, so it's fun to watch. If you're on the sidelines, if you're in it, then obviously it's kind of scary, but when you're on the sidelines, it's why would you wish to stay in AMC? You should have stayed in GME instead. GME is the one that had the money. Look, this is the day that we kind of like, I think we traded it this day, no? Yeah, we did. I got an AMC, not GME, but the move from top to bottom is 483%. And let's see what it was on AMC from that point. And on AMC was this day. Yeah, 67%. I mean, how are you gonna compare the two? You know, like obviously GME is the better one. But this is scary right now. It's super scary. I mean, a lot of these plays will do an offering, and I have no idea. Does anyone know if this is an offering? Because Benzinga is just not talking right now. He is on lunch or something, because this is just weird. Usually he doesn't shut up, and now he's so quiet. Let me just see. I guess Twitter would be good. And this guy freaking traded it so well. Look, this guy fucking banking right now on the short side. Wow. Short and then boom. That's huge. A huge win for him. And I know him too. See who else is trading it. The worst part is like so many people are gonna be trapped in this now. So there's people that lost in the first round, and then there's people that held and added, and now they're gonna lose again. And it's just like a market just plays games like crazy, and it's just annoying sometimes. And it happens to all of us, but it's just so annoying that they do that. But that's what happens to manipulated stocks. This would not happen to something like Apple, right? This is just crazy. I've been killing with forex with the economic reports. 10-year no auction at 1 p.m. Nice job. I've been getting killed on futures. The volatility is just too much for me. Um, been going up and down. I did pass the combine, so that's pretty cool. I'm trading a funded account, trading a live account, trading a funded account, and I'm trading another combine. So I'm just trading 3 accounts at this point. Why did GME go down? I have no idea. I can't find any news. I thought it would be an offering, but for some reason my Benzinga is not on. My Benzinga is just not on, and my volume is all the way up. So once he starts talking, I'm gonna go deaf because it's gonna be so loud. But uh, nice to see you're back. Yeah, I've been just focused on trading, guys. And work's been crazy busy. So my schedule looks like this. I wake up much later than usual because if I go to sleep at 2 a.m., I am not waking up at 6 a.m. for streaming. And I don't have to be up at 6 a.m. when I'm just trading. If I'm just trading, I could get up at 8:30 and be ready before 9 o'clock. And then from 9 to 9:30, I do my research, I do my analysis on NASDAQ, and I just trade it. But here we are reopening on GameStop. This would be the craziest thing if this recovered and just squeezed. I mean, that would just be insane, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's much less likely. But yeah, I haven't been streaming, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue streaming, especially at the open. I don't think it's just worth it for me at this point, just because of how busy work is getting. Weddings are finally starting to happen, and I guess everyone and their mom got engaged on either Christmas, New Year's Eve, and Valentine's Day because my phone has been blowing up like crazy. I don't remember last time I had so many inquiries every single night. I have consultations with clients, so that takes a few hours. So basically, I trade. Um, I sit around for a bit, relax, go to the gym, I get back, I do consultations, then I watch trading videos for 2 3 hours, and I go to sleep. So I just don't have time for anything. Should we put limit buy? I'm not telling you anything because limit buy is already at 216. How does it fall like that? It's just manipulated, right? So it's basically a penny stock. So if you trade penny stocks or low float stocks and it's manipulated, right? There's a lot of people involved. Things like this happen all the time. I'm surprised it took so long for GME to do this, and I'm surprised it went back up today. But that's just scary. I mean, it's just scary to even think about because you know when you know something like this could happen. This is why I'm always so cautious when it comes to like, I'll just hold because this could happen to any stock if it's not like a legit company. A legit company, I just mean like the price of the stock is based on what the fundamentals say it is, versus GameStop, it's just a huge pump and dump. So there's some big money involved in this, right? It's not the Robinhood guys, it's not the Webull guys, it's some serious trading money involved, and someone pulled the plug. So basically, someone just sold a lot of shares, or I don't know what the hell happened, and it tanked. It's just market makers are just, it's just dirty game, guys. It's a big dirty game that you have to kind of get used to, and if you want to survive in the game, you have to be on their side and you have to pay attention to all those things, and you can't get stubborn, and that's the hardest part. I'm thinking about taking a trade here on Nasdaq. Why did Fidelity halt GME? GME is halted on. It's not. It's not the broker that halts it. It's the exchange. Mm. Yeah, I mean, AMC is not really following compared to it's not really following as much as you would think. But that's just incredible. Why does my camera look so weird? Maybe my desk needs to go higher. Looks like my hair's not done, but it is. Jack, no, it's not market manipulation because it's, did they halt the stock or did they ban from trading it? If it's halted on an exchange. It's not halted on the broker itself. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, this is a heart attack type of move. I agree. If you're in it, I mean, even even if you're short, it's like holy shit. Like, do I cover? Do I hold? Um, but yeah, this is a crazy move, guys. I mean, what's the percentage drop? 38%. That's a quick 38% drop. I mean, it could only drop 100%, right? So it already dropped 38%. And I'm missing this trade on Nasdaq, of course. Every time I go on the freaking stream, I miss the trade. Been waiting for this trade all day, and finally it comes when GME dumps, and I decide to go on stream. Right here. I've been trading it throughout here. I'm trying to get this move, and finally it happens. Oh, so annoying. Hit the like button. It will pressure me to do more live streams. Yeah, I mean, it's live streams just take a lot of time. Um, in the beginning, it was super fun. Oh my god, 175. Are you serious? It's a 50% drop already. This is insane, guys. This is insane. What's going on? I mean, this move alone was insane. I mean, this is insane to come back from this. But wow, maybe someone sold. I don't know who, but again, this is big money involved, right? So I know a day trader that took 30,000 shares long today, right? I think, I don't know, was it 240 or let me see. No, it was at 320, and he sold at 340, and he took 30,000 shares. You know, that's like $10 million position. Um, so someone that has, like, let's say Keith, for example, if he has 100,000 shares, him selling that 100,000 shares is not gonna do this, right? It's gonna be just a little blip of a sell order. It's not gonna be a big order, because on this big sell off here, we have Let's see, 1.9 million shares on that first candle. So 1.9 million shares is a lot more than just 50 or 100,000 shares, you know? So it's insane. Mm-hmm. Insane action, guys. Insane. But thanks for tuning in for a quick stream here. I won't be on too long, but let's see how many people we got watching right now. 57 people watching. If you guys could hit that like button, I would much appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We've kind of been just going over this. And how's the standing desk? I love it. I love it. I just got the frame itself. I didn't get the desk. The desk is the same as I've always had, and it's just amazing. I've been standing more than sitting, that's for sure. Like today, I haven't even sat down yet since the open, so can't complain about it at all. I had to get like a floor mat to kind of let my feet, you know, rest a little bit because it got really bad standing on bare feet. But we have been trading Nasdaq, so been trading the Nasdaq here. It's been a tough day, and it's been a lot of chop, right? A lot of chop, and I got caught up on the wrong side a couple of times, and I am up on the funded account. So if you're brand new to the channel, you might be confused as what I'm talking about right now. But if you've been around, you know I've been doing combine, and I finally passed the combine, and I finally got the live account. So today was my first trading day because it takes a couple of days to get funded and get all things set up. But today was my first live day with funded account. Luckily, it was a green day, and it wasn't a bad day. It did start really bad in the beginning because I took the wrong size of contracts and the wrong contracts to begin with, and I got stopped out really fast for like $175 loss. I finished the day up 139, trading one micro contract, one or two at most. So that's 1/10 of my regular size, and it's just pretty cool to see that you can still make good money because the risk management on this account is super low. I could only lose a certain amount, right? So I have to build a cushion before I could use bigger size, and that's going to be the plan. And I also started a second combine because once you pass the combine, they refund you if you pass. So they refunded me the money, so I figured might as well do another one because they allow you multiple accounts. So basically, with NinjaTrader too, it's pretty cool. I have two windows, and I could show you. Here. I can see how this account is LL0082, right? And then this account is PA. That's a performance account. So that's a real account. LL. So it's, I'm able to trade two different accounts on the same platform at the same time. So it's pretty cool. And I don't have to if you trade two different firms like I've done in the past, you would actually have to log out and log into the other one. You can't use like two different accounts if they're not within the same company. At least I don't think. But if they're within the same combine, then you're able to do it. It's pretty cool. And you also have a sim account. So if I want to trade if I want to trade a sim, then I could select that, and then I could just take trades. I could just take random trades and practice. Um, but yeah, Nasdaq is still choppy. So let's go back to GameStop. When do I think the halt will be lifted? I don't know what you're talking about, Jack. Um, I haven't heard, but if you're talking about just the regular halts, let me show you how you could find the resume time. So if you go to Nasdaq halt, show you here. An idiot. Just close the website. Went to maximize it and I closed it. Let me pull it up again. Sorry guys, I'm not really set up for a stream right now, so didn't plan on going on the stream. Bear with me here. But anyway, this is the website. Oh, okay. So GameStop, that's not gonna work because GameStop is a New York Stock Exchange stock. It's not a Nasdaq stock, so it's not gonna have the resume time. It's gonna have the whole time, which is fine. Once it resumes, the time comes here, but usually it's 5 minutes. Usually it's 5 minutes between the close of here and then open of that candle. So last time this halted at 12:46. So this should resume at 12 51:48 seconds or 49 seconds. And if it doesn't, then it's gonna be 10 minutes after that. So it's usually every 5 minutes. So if it doesn't open right at 5 minutes, it will open for 10 minutes and then sometimes even 15 minutes, depending on how many times it's halted. And again, New York Stock Exchange stocks don't follow it to a second versus NASDAQ stocks will always be pretty much to a second. So that's what happens. So how does a halt actually happen? Well, the halt happens when the stock moves 10% or more in a 5-minute period, right? So if it moves 10% from whatever the candle is opening, so from here to here, maybe I should pull up the chart, that'll help. So from here to here, that's a 18% move, guys. So 18%, that's more than 10% already. So that's why it's halted. But that was the first halt. So the second halt was actually here. Yes, that's 10% right there. That's why it's halted. That I forgot that this one halted already twice onto the upside. So halted here, pulled back, and then it moved straight up 10% and it halted. So this is probably bigger than 10% move. Let's see. No, it's 10%. So see, every time it hits 10%, guys, every time it's 10%, it's gonna halt down. So that's how it works. So you could kind of anticipate when the stock will halt. And some brokers, if you use level 2, it will actually tell you the level that it's gonna halt at. So the level will always change, obviously as time goes by, but the level 2 will tell you what's the halting price currently. All right, so there's a lot of things you learn as you go on with trading for years. There's little details about trading. Why did GME drop so heavily? I don't know. Like, I have news alert Benzinga, and he's like quiet today. Usually he just doesn't shut up until I can't even turn him on. And usually he would tell me what the news is. I don't know if it's because profit taking, people are taking profits. Some big players are taking profit. I don't think it was an offering. No one's mentioned the offering, so I don't think it was that. So I have no idea, to be honest. I just think it's obviously some big players taking some profits, maybe. But if you're in it, then I wish you best of luck. People got greedy again, man. People got greedy again. This thing went up so much last couple of days, and that's what happens. It's the freaking cycle of the market. It's so hard to kind of time it, right? So you got to time the entry and then you got to time the exit. If you can't time both, then you might have a huge winning trade and then you actually lose on it still. So that's happened to me many times, you know. I was up on AMC twice, quite a lot, and both of the times, well, one time I lost, and the second time I broke even. I didn't let it go to negative. And there's the resume. So as you can see, exactly to a second, at 9:51 it opened at 48 seconds. And let's see if it moves in 10% now. So now the halt would be like 231, 232. So let's see if it's halting. Yep, it's gonna see, like, now it's not halting because it's just the price is just jumping around. Usually it's, they say, in a 5-minute period, but this one's, as you can see, it didn't do it. It's already moving way more than 10%. But you could tell if you watch the level 2 when the stock is gonna halt. So so when it gets stuck on a certain level, that's how you know it's gonna still going. Still going. Wow, huge recovery. Huge volatility, guys. If this thing recovers, oh man, it's going to freaking moon. Huge volume, guys. Huge volume. My goodness. Two million shares already in this candle, guys. So the big sell-off candle had 1.8, 1.9 million or so. And this one's already more than that. That's insane. That's just insane, guys. And it halted. I missed when it's going to halt. So right now it says 380 on the ask, which is pretty insane. So it could get there. That's the asking price. Wow. This is just insane action, guys. I wouldn't want to be a part of it because it's such a highly volatile stock. But if you're in on the right side, then it's actually stressful, but it's actually a good payout. But you really have to be on the right side. Tough. It's a tough read, as they would say. Armando says that it hit SSR. Did it trigger SSR? Oh man, that is like, that is like a perfect strategy. Run it down for an SSR and then rip it right back up, and then shorts are in trouble. Oh man, the games that the markets play, man. Halted again, these clowns, man. I mean, that's part of trading. So if you don't like halts, go trade futures. There's no halts in futures. But in stocks, there's always gonna be halts. Um, Especially when you trade volatile stocks, right? So it's nothing abnormal that I'm seeing here. It's just the abnormality is the price movement, right? It's not the whole thing. The whole thing's normal in price action like this. But it's not often we see a stock go from 350 down to 175 and now back to 264 within, I don't know, 15 minutes. No, it's not halted because of SSR. SSR has nothing to do with it. SSR is just a short share restriction. That means you have to short on the uptick. Um, they don't want to lose everything. I mean, who are you talking about? Because there's players on both sides. Obviously, there's buyers and there's sellers. There's short sellers. There's longs. There's people stuck at the top. There's people at the bottom that want to take profit. So many people involved. And if you're talking about the hedge funds, then you clearly um have to kind of get more of an understanding what's happening here, because it's not the hedge funds that are stuck and Robinhood is buying them out. It doesn't work that way. It's way too much volume for Robinhood investors to move this stock at all. So what happens here, it's big players are playing both sides of the position, right? There's longs and there's shorts, and they're just freaking playing some rugby right now, I guess, or I don't know what's or maybe even a UFC fight you could call it, or maybe even a bare knuckle fight. because it's crazy. Wow, 176. 170. Yeah, that's tough. It's hard to predict where the bottom's gonna be on these guys. I mean, this is almost as gambling as it gets because it's just so hard to predict. You have to have a lot of experience in these kind of plays, and the problem is that there's not many plays like this throughout the years, right? Throughout the months. So there's few players that are gonna make so much money on this because they have such specific rules on how to approach these kind of stocks that they'll bank, right? But a lot of players, if they don't know what they're doing and they're not used to trading this kind of volatility, a lot of times people will lose. You know, the trade might be a perfect trade, but you will get out of that trade before it actually becomes a perfect trade because you'll get stopped out. So it's very, very tough to read, and the risk is insane. And if you're trading for percentages moves, it's not it's nothing crazy, right? I mean, it's insane as far as the the points go. But if you're trading just on pure percentage, that's only a 50% move from the bottom to what it's at now. I mean, 50% move, we see that all the time in the market. So it's just happened really fast. But if you trade futures, for example, that could happen in a couple of minutes all the time. So um, again, when you day trade, you're trading based on P&L. You're not trading based on percentages, right? So if you take, you know, $10 million position, let's say 30,000 shares at $300, that's $900,000 position. If you make $200,000 on that within a couple of minutes, I mean, that's an amazing trade, so you don't have to make a lot of percentages to make good money in the market. But the big thing is, oh, here we go, open again. But the big thing is, like, yeah, 50% gain is nice, but I think it's a little bit easier to make a 10% gain 5 times than it is to get one big 50% gainer. Um, in my opinion, right? But everyone's different in the market. Everyone's gonna have different strategies. Everyone that is profitable in the market will trade differently from each other, and that's what makes the market. That's why it goes up and down like crazy because there's players on both sides of the ball. Like there's the offense and there's the defense, and who knows who's on what. And who knows who's up, who's down. I guess the market makers might know a little bit better than us. They might know who the highest averages based on the volume and what price it got bought in at. But this is insane recovery right now, guys. If this gets over $300, I mean, this could be something else. Hedge fund cage fight to death. Yes, I do agree. Hedge funds, day traders. I mean, there's so many people involved in this right now because obviously everyone loves volatility when it comes to when you trade big money and you use volatility to your advantage. I mean, that's a huge return. I mean, you can make a lot of money in a quick period of time, but you really have to know what you're doing. buying this dip Buying this dip is like a suicide. But once there was a bottom, then you could buy it, then you could set a stop, then you have an idea. But if you're just trying to find the bottom, that's super hard. And I've been doing that all day today. I've been trying to find the freaking bottom on Nasdaq, and I just get chopped up. Oh yeah. So let's see what we got going on here. If you guys are watching, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're brand new to the stream, and if you could guys hit that like, that would be much appreciated. I don't do a lot of live streams as of lately, just because I've been just focused on trading futures as much as I can, and then just busy with work. So I've been going to sleep super late. Like last night, I went to sleep at like 2 or 3 a.m. So obviously, I can't wake up at 6 a.m. like I used to a month ago when I had no work. So, um, did I buy? Not now. No, I bought AMC a while ago, and I don't have a position anymore. What about the new combine challenge? So is it better than Top Step and One Up? So it's better as in the rules are easier to pass. I just can't vouch for them yet. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard any bad things about them, but whether you're gonna get paid or not, I can't vouch for that. I mean, I'm sure you will, but I can't say that for sure. But it's much easier to pass. It's much cheaper as well. Because you could do a combine that's gonna be 10 days, right? In 10 days, you make $6,000 without losing $3,000 from the highest point, and you pass. That's as simple as it gets. If you make 6,000 in one day, and then you just, trade one micro contract in and out for the next 9 days, you'll pass. There's no consistency rule. It's just much easier, and you could just kind of go in bigger size because it's only $77, right? So it's not that bad, and you do get a refund if you pass. So I passed, and I got the refund, so I've decided to put that into another one. And today, currently, I am down on it, 165. So I was down like 800, and then I was up like 300, but I never took the profit. So then I stopped out, and I am down 165, which is basically on an account like that. That's basically a break even trade. But at least it counts towards my. I got the account later today. I got it like, I don't know, around 11 o'clock. So, I wasn't able to trade the open on it, and yeah, but it still counts towards one of the 10 trading days, right? Because you have to trade 10 days. So you get the account for 14 days. If you buy it today, you have to take a trade today. That's the only thing that sucks. It's not any 10 trading days. It's 10 trading days consecutive to one another, even if it's a holiday. So if you get it when it's a holiday, you have to keep that in mind that you still have to take a trade on a holiday. And on a holiday, the market is super slow and choppy. S&P just dumped. I think, yeah, I mean, same thing as it's super choppy today. It's same thing as but the ES, the volatility on the ES just so much less. Maybe I should trade that instead. But it's very similar to this. I mean, look at this chop, guys. Like it goes down and up. I mean, this is almost like the regular market I've been used to, and I'm able to scalp. But right now, I don't want to scalp this because I don't know which move is gonna be the move that actually makes the breakout happen. But this is just insane volatility. I mean, up and down, and no direction. No direction. So it's tough. I don't know if I'm gonna take another trade today. I am up 139 on the combine funded account. So on the funded account, I am up 139. I have to trade super small on that combine because the account that I chose, so you have an option for a couple different accounts once you pass. And one account is super strict with withdrawals and how you could do it and all that stuff. Versus the other one, it's actually super simple, and the only thing is that you have a $625 max drawdown. So the account starts at 100,000, and if you go down to like 900, whatever, minus 625 from that, I'm not gonna do the math and embarrass myself. So if we go below that, 99,375, I want to say, yeah, 375. So that's the maximum I could lose, right? So if I made 139 today, tomorrow, now I could lose up to 750 something dollars, right? So every time you make any gains, the max drawdown increases and never trails. So it never trails like the other account. But the other account, obviously, you have a much bigger drawdown. You have $3,000 drawdown, but it will trail the whole time, I believe. And it's not even that. It's just the fact that the withdrawals are super strict. So if I pass this account, the second time around, then I'll choose the other account. So I'll choose one that's more long term, and it's gonna take some time to withdraw the money. Versus this one, I want to be able to withdraw next month. Would I have rather held my AMC position knowing you sold for a loss? No, not at all, because I didn't know it's gonna come back. So this is the thing, guys. When you're day trading, and when it comes to stocks, I made my money back. I think when I sold it, I made my money back like two trading days. But when it comes to trading, guys, there's only one thing we could control, right? And it sounds easy. It's not as easy as it is, but sounds easy. But the only thing you have control over is how much money you're willing to lose. You have no idea how far it's gonna go. You have no idea if it's going to go. It's just a thought in your head. If you're thinking that it's gonna go, you don't know it's gonna go, because when you know something, you don't have to think about it, right? If I ask you what is your name, you will say your name right away. You don't have to think what your name is. Versus, do you think AMC is gonna go up? You're thinking now, right? So you don't actually know. So the only thing you know is how much are you willing to lose on that trade once you get into that trade. And that is the only thing you know. If it doesn't work out, you know how much you're going to lose. You don't know how much you're going to make unless you have a set price point. And let's say if it does work out, you know how much you're going to make, right? At that point, but you don't know if it's going to work out. So you have to take that into consideration. So do I regret selling my shares? No, I sold at $8. And I was in at 17. My regret is buying into the hype. That is my biggest regret. And as far as the money lost, I don't care. I lost um, over that, whatever it was, 2 weeks. I think I held AMC the first time. I lost the same amount of money almost this week trading futures. So for me, that loss wasn't that big in comparison, right? This week I just been getting chopped up on the futures market, which is going to be a red week, but it is what it is, and it happens. But as far as holding a loser, that's how you blow up. I mean, that's how you blow up. So if you are able to hold a huge loss, that means you don't have a big position. If you don't have a big position, you're not gonna make a lot of money either, right? So if you want to make a lot of money, you do need a big position. Um, and if you have a big position, you're not gonna be able to hold unless you just want to go bankrupt, because most stocks like that will crash and they'll never come back. Um, and a couple times they will, but if you keep doing that over and over for the next couple of years, you'll learn that you're gonna lose all your money, and that's why most people do lose in the stock market. Um, no stop management. No, Victor, it's common, man. It's common with these stocks. It doesn't have to be just hedge funds. Hedge funds don't even play with penny stocks, and this happens with penny stocks all the time. Like look at eyes, for example. I mean look at this, guys. I mean, this is insane. I mean, that's just big. That's from $1 to 26. That is 1,600%. That's insane. And people probably bought it, up here thinking that it's gonna go higher. Then we had like this one, Sella yesterday, freaking crazy move from $1.77 to $8. I mean, this happens all the time. And look, all of them sell off, guys. It's not just AMC and GME; they all sell off. It's just the timing part is the hard thing to figure out. If you're if you were able to trade GME perfectly, and you were able to take, buy low here and sell into this push and then rebuy it once the volume came in here, then different story. Then you're a good trader. Um, you know, then you made the proper trades. If you bought here and you held it all the way down here and then you sold it up here, then that's a bad trade, but at least you survived and you can learn from it. If you bought here, you held through all this, went up here, and then you didn't sell, and now it's gonna come back all the way down, and then it's like, then it's a double fist in your face. But it happens, because we get greedy. Once the position goes in our favor, we get our hopes up, and we get greedy. But right now, GME is kind of holding up, so this does not look great for shorts right now. This pattern, right? But who the hell knows what's gonna really happen? If this breaks over 300 though, um, we could see all-time highs. There's just some Fortnite's asking, why do people keep pushing GME and AMC? Haven't the short positions been traded out? I mean, it's new positions. There's new positions in it. It's not just a short squeeze. It's just a battle. It's a huge volume, and it's just a battle. And I guess people are loving the volatility that the market provides with GME, and AMC just following a little bit. AMC is not really the big player here. It's GME that's the big player, and just crazy to watch. I mean, you do need to have a lot of capital to kind of get involved with GME, in my opinion. But I'm staying on the sidelines with that. But yeah, it's like the fact that they recovered. That's a huge surprise to me. Right. So I've never said it's not possible, but it's better to wait. So there was a time to kind of get back in, right? So there was a time to get back in AMC. Uh, mm, what day was it? It was here. It's at the close, yeah. Yeah, it was here because my target was at $13 and never got triggered. So yeah, I bought in here at Friday like 3:40 p.m. at $8.10 or something like that, and I sold it right here next day because it just dumped, right? So I have no regrets on that. My regret is not selling, but my target was $13 and it went to 12, and that was pre-market, so I wasn't even around. I just had the order out there, so I couldn't even sell if I wanted to. But biggest regrets people have in the markets, it's like, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, but it doesn't work that way. You know, everyone would be rich if it worked that way, but no one knows what's gonna happen. The only thing that you know, again, is how much you're willing to lose on that trade. So that's the only thing you can control. You can't control how high the stock is gonna go in your favor, or if you're short, how low the stock is gonna go. The only thing you can control is the risk, the risk in the stock. That's the only thing that's in your control. A lot of people think that the market's against them, and it feels like that all the time to me too. It's like I freaking buy and it dumps. I go short and it rips. It happens all the time. But it's it's just how the mentality works. Like you think that the market's against you, but it's just you're doing the same mistakes over and over again. And basically, to be successful in trading, you have to do the opposite of what common person would do. It's just how it works. Sometimes you slip up and you keep doing the same mistakes. Like say, I've taken a few losses that I should have never taken. Yeah, it's halted again. I mean, this is looking good right now for longs. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting messages in the Discord, getting emails from clients. All right, so Nasdaq is pulling back once again. No idea what the hell is happening. The craziest chop I've seen in a long time, and I knew this was gonna happen eventually. What about bond yields? It's just such a choppy action. I don't even know which way to take it anymore. I'm short biased on it, but greetings from Germany. Welcome. You're my neighbor. I'm from Poland originally, so very close to Germany. Sorry, Travis, we don't want to do any promotions on the stream. Oh yeah, the next level I think to watch on GME is obviously that $300 level. Over this resistance or this consolidation period here. I mean, if we could get over that, this is gonna be very interesting. Hold on, guys. More business calls and text messages. This is what I'm talking about. It's just like what happens if it gets over 300. The shorts are gonna be stuck. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. It could just dump right after, but uh, but we'll see what happens here. It's at resistance right now. Let's go to a 1 minute candle. See a little bit more of a zoomed in picture. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously it's gonna go either or, but this sell off was just insane here, guys. This sell off was insane. Oh man. There he is. Hawk. How are you, man? You have to be really quick. I have an app that notifies me of the time yields and economic data. So I get economic data from Benzinga, but I don't really pay attention to everything. I just pay attention to the major economic news, just so I know to kind of stay away from the market at the time. But I don't use it to kind of make money. I just use it to stay away from the market. So I think Nasdaq is gonna. Hmm, I guess I gotta wait it out. I can't. I can't take a position right now. I gotta give it some room and let it pick a direction because right now it's just my thoughts on UAVS. I haven't looked at UAVS in a while. I mean, not much to see here. It's just big pump the other day, earlier in the year, and then a big dump. So now it's just like you gotta wait for a new trade. I guess I don't know. I only trade on a short period of time frame. I don't trade in a long. So like if I was long any of these days, I would have been out like right here. But that's just me, right? Because I day trade. I don't swing trade. I don't invest. And again, guys, the only thing that you could control is how much you're going to lose. You don't know how much you're gonna make. You don't know if the stock's gonna go up. I mean, no one knows, right? So the only thing that you could do is manage your risk if you want to survive in the game long term. If you want to stay in the game long term and you don't want to cut losses, make sure you buy stocks like Apple and all the Nasdaq 100 tech companies and diversify your portfolio, get dividends, and you'll be fine. But if you're trading pump and dumps, holding them long term is not a viable strategy. Cortez, what's going on? I just figured I'd jump on the stream before I head to the gym because of GME crazy dump here. I mean, first we had a crazy run up and then a huge dump, so I didn't know what was going on, so I jumped on stream. I thought maybe like an offering or something, but doesn't seem like there was any kind of news. I think it was just big players selling their positions. And now it's kind of maybe these were shorts covering. Who knows why they rallied back up, but we'll find out who's stuck here in a second. No, I've been staying away from stocks. I mean, I paid attention to Excella, yeah, because that was a crazy mover. I kind of just no, not Excella. What was the other one? So Excella, yeah, I just talked about that recently, a couple minutes ago. What was the other one that was just crazy running? What was the other stock that just ran to $26? What was the stock that just ran to 26? Let's see. Same patterns, guys. Same patterns everywhere. Um. Wow, I just looked at the stock too. What the hell is the ticker symbol? Oh, INVO. This one? No. This one ran a lot too. That was yesterday. I mean, that's just a huge move. That's why you gotta know when to take your profit. I mean, if you're long and you were here and you don't sell here, I mean, that's just being greedy, right? Now you lost all your profit. So, what the hell was that ticker? Oh, eyes. There it is. That's the one. So from $1.40 to $26. I mean, that's just insane, guys. That's just ridiculous. That's a 2,000% move in 2.5 days. Way bigger than AMC ever was. And AMC is definitely not the best play. You can make some money on it for sure if you're in low and you sell high, but it's nothing like GME, right? GME, the percentage moves on GME are just much higher. So it's definitely the better stock to be in, even though you take a lot less size, but the percentage move is still going to be bigger. Marcus, it's going okay. I'm up on one account. I'm down on two accounts today. On Nasdaq, but so let's see if we break out of this consolidation here on GME. Should be very interesting to see. Well, Hawk, I thought you were gonna sell AMC at 12. Did you ever sell? You said you're gonna sell some shares at 12. If I remember correctly. Not your whole position, just a piece. Missed a few of your last streams. I haven't been streaming at all. I've been just so busy, man. I've been just focused on trading, and like even now, now Nasdaq's not doing much, so I don't really care. But like when I'm talking about GME, I'm talking to you guys. I just can't focus on trading. It's just not possible for me. Just doesn't. And the market is just so volatile that If I'm not 100% focused, I'll just get slaughtered. I'm already getting slaughtered a little bit this week. This week's just been brutal for me. So, luckily, I'm able to trade a funded account. So I'm trading my live account. I'm trading the funded account, which is basically at risk free now because I got a refund. I passed the combine. I got a refund for it, and now it's a risk free account. And then I took that refund and I bought another combine. So now I'm doing a second combine. So hopefully I could pass that. I don't know if I will. The market's been a little bit tough lately, and I have to make $6,000 in 10 trading days. Now it's gonna be 9 trading days. Because today was day one, and I didn't make anything on it because I got the account late. So I just took a quick trade, and I was down, and I made it back. So I'm shut down for the day on that account, unless Nasdaq does something crazy here. But right now, Nasdaq is super, super choppy. I mean, how the hell do you even trade this? You know, like you can't. So unfortunately, the best move today happened pre-market. We had some news come out at 8:30 a.m. and I just ripped the market, and then I just been trying to trade it, but just not doing well on it. On this account, these trades, these are just one micro contracts, right? So one micro contract is super tiny position, and I am up 139 on the day, and I started down 200 because I took, so these positions here that you see, these are actually 139 plus 175, whatever that is. It's like $400 almost. No, 300, $300. Because this trade here, I lost $200 on it because I forgot that I was on the Nasdaq, not on the micro Nasdaq. And I took a trade and I got stopped out really fast. I kind of panicked out of it because I was like, damn, I can only lose a little bit on this account. All right, so here we go. Pushing again on GME. Incredible, incredible battle here. Can we get over 300? Let's see. Like if we get over 300, I mean, all hell can just break loose and this could go to all-time highs. I mean, who knows, right? But it could. Again, everything we say is just a thought. We don't really know. Just what we think about what we want to happen, but what's really going to happen, we don't really know. This could just roll over as well. You know, we don't know that. I don't know what happened to Benzinga, but Benzinga's not talking. So I don't know. I think he got mad. He got stopped out of AMC. Yeah, my last trade on AMC, I took it out at break even. So that wasn't too bad. Wow, Nasdaq, what the hell are you doing? Like, in hindsight, Nasdaq looks so simple. Because Nasdaq, you could just, you know, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, and within this range, that's 50 to 100 point range. I mean, that's huge money, right? But yeah, that's in hindsight. I'm just afraid that if I go short, it's gonna actually break out, and then I get screwed. But here we go, approaching $300 on GameStop. This could get wild. Could get wild. Nice, Marcus. Definitely, I had nothing to do with it, but good job on your end. It's good risk management and good plays. I mean, you sold at 230 and you jumped back in at 260. I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks in a way, but you didn't know. Look, you sold at 230 and it went down to 160. You know, so look how much money you could have lost more. So you didn't know if it was gonna come back or not, right? I should have I should have shorted Nasdaq because of course came right back down. Came right back down, this bastard. Wow, this is insane. This is like action I actually like because I could scalp this. But this has to be in the regular market conditions. It can't be in these conditions. So but thanks for tuning in, guys.
GBR 755 now, getting a pop here.
Look who woke up, guys. Charlie's back. That was loud. Hope you guys are not deaf.
After resuming, now halted again on a circuit breaker. GBR.
Oh, GBR, that's a stock that I traded long time ago. Oh, it went to... That wasn't what I'm talking about.
RBLX Roblox at 64.89, opened at 64.50.
This is very interesting. How come I didn't hear about GBR here? 120 January 28th. I don't remember GBR going or moving that day. Maybe I saw it. I don't remember though.
CDC says 32.9 million individuals have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 as of March 10th versus 32.1 million as of March 9th.
I can't listen to the headphones because I gotta...
62.4 million have received at least one dose.
I'm waiting for the garbage people to come. Because I have a lot of garbage on the street, so from demolition. So I want to give them a tip. So yeah, GBR is pretty wild here. Let's see. We'll just make it...
SDPI, Superior Drilling, spiking here.
Do an alert.
Volume, Sandy Delta Papa India. $1.09 the high on SDPI.
We don't know how many shorts there is. And you don't need just shorts to make a squeeze, you know? You could just... there's so many variations to it. And if you're brand new to the market, you might think that the only way stock goes up if there's a short squeeze, if that's not the case. So there's just a lot of money involved in it. A lot of money involved in it. And I feel like Nasdaq is going to drop here. Hold on 1 second, guys. So...
Order filled.
Yeah. Take a small position on Nasdaq, see if it goes. There we go. Up 200, 250. Go, go, go. Oh, garbage here, guys. I gotta set a stop a break even. Damn it.
Order submitted.
Be right back, guys. Never mind. They're down the street on the other street still. I'm up. I'm up to $300. Let me show you that. 320. Now we just watch to see if it could go a little bit lower. Probably can't. I'm gonna take a small profit on it. Worst case, because I can't watch this. I gotta go and give them a tip. You know what? I'm just gonna close that out.
Filled.
And then close the day green. Yeah, that was a good close. That was a good profit. So I'm green on the day now. We'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna wait for them to come around. I opened the door in the back of the house. You could hear them. You could hear their brakes. And I have like so much garbage to give them. So I feel bad. Looks like it was a good profit take on my end.
GBR, New Concept Energy, hitting new highs now, 780 after the latest circuit breaker halt. That's Golf Michael Echo, and that's Golf Bravo Romeo, rather, GBR.
Oh man.
GBR now at 8.
Hi guys, I'll be right back.
Golf
All right.
Bravo Romeo. White House says moving full speed ahead with implementation of COVID relief bill. Biden will sign COVID relief bill Friday afternoon. Biden will appoint somebody to lead implementation of the relief bill. Brazil's President Bolsonaro says country will have 400 million vaccine doses available by the end of this year. SAVA, Cassava Sciences, April $75 call sweep, 1,100 contracts.
I don't know. These guys
That's
got
Sandy
lost
Alpha
or what the hell
Victor
happened.
Alpha SAVA.
I don't know, but they're not freaking. They're still not here. So I'm just gonna go when my dog starts barking. What's the ticker symbol for Roblox? Is it RBOX or RBLX? Yeah. Yeah, it's a big move.
Down detector reporting. User reports say Roblox is having issues.
Huh? You hear that, guys?
HBIO, KeyBank says turnaround accelerating, raising price target from $6 to $9. That's Hotel
Order
Bravo
filled.
India Oscar. HBIO getting a pop.
Let's go back to GME for a sec. Yeah, so GME's kind of all the volatility kind of died out now. Nice, Marcus. Roblox is up. RBOX is up like 20% from the lows. We got this symbol RBLX. Yeah. Yeah, so from the lows, it's up a lot. From the open, it's like 15%. All right, NASDAQ, I don't know what the hell it's doing. Wants to go down or doesn't it go down? I don't know.
Order submitted.
Nice, NASDAQ. Come on, baby. You could do it, NASDAQ. You could do it. The trade up 300. So this is the other trade I took here. I stopped out for a small profit, like 250. Oh, stop at break even because I gotta leave any second now when the garbage guys come in. Nice. Up 400. Beautiful. I'm gonna set a stop at $200 profit. Probably gonna get stopped out because it's bouncing now.
Order
Yeah.
filled.
Got stopped out for $200 profit. I was up 400 there, but sadly it bounced. Doesn't want to go a clean move down, you know, so it's fine. It's one of those days that it's just one go, but this is why I like scalping on the choppy days, because as you could see, I was up 300 before, I was up 400 just now, and all those scalps would add up versus just getting chopped up and, you know, Like here, for example, this trade, it's hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I shorted here and then went down here and then see this pop. I mean, I would have been down now from $400 up to down. So if I'm up a certain amount, I just take profit.
Order canceled.
Is there options on Roblox already? I don't know how options work on IPOs. Is there options on IPOs the first day? Usually you can't short an IPO. On most brokers, you won't be able to short them on the first day. IPOs is such a gamble. Okay, here are the garbage people again. They're getting closer now, finally. Sadly, NASDAQ didn't want to make the move that I was hoping for, so getting chopped up a bit. But at least we're green on the day, so that's fun. But again, on one of the accounts, I have to make 6,000 in 10 days. How's GME now? I think it's just chopping around at this point. Yeah. I think closer to the end of the day, we're going to see some more volatile moves. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go give him a tip. Yeah, do your own research and have your risk management in place. Because no one knows what's going to happen, guys. Listening to other people's opinion is just going to drive you nuts. So if you lose, you're going to blame them. And if you win, you're going to think you won because of them. And you're not going to give yourself any credit. Yeah, I haven't touched GME in forever. I actually never touched GME. I touched AMC. All right, guys. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
NEXT, next decade, popping here $1.90 on a spike in volume. November Echo X-Ray Tango, NEXT.
All right, I'm back. I had to give a tip for the waste management guys because a lot of garbage out from construction. And they're not even supposed to take construction stuff. What do I think about Tesla and NIO? I mean, I don't have much of an opinion on them. Tesla, I just always thought it was overbought. I don't know what the true value of Tesla really is, but not surprised of the big sell-off. But huge rebound on Tesla. 31%, guys, in just freaking 1 day or 2 days.
White House
1
says
day. 2
additional
days, 2
100
days.
million doses of J&J vaccine is for the second half of 2021. That's Juliet, November. Juliet, J&J. New Jersey confirming the first local case of the South African variant, with UK cases near 100, above 140 in New Jersey.
Well, guys, if nothing happens in the next few minutes on GameStop, I'm going to log off and go back to my regular routine of going to the gym. I would love to trade NASDAQ, but NASDAQ is just so bad today. We appreciate the emergency broadcast. Yeah, you got it. I'll try to get on like in the middle of the lunchtime, a couple of days here and there. But it'll be mostly about futures, and I don't know if a lot of people care about that. So, all right, but we're curling back up a little bit on GME. Let's see. We pop through. But yeah, just to kind of summarize what's happening. I am trading 3 accounts on my futures combines things.
MLSS, Michael Lima, Sandy.
So I have my funded account, which I passed the combine, which is this one here. And then I'm starting a new combine, which is this one here. So, and this is just a demo. So this one, nothing. But these 2 accounts is what matters. Okay, so this is the real account already funded. So that money is mine. As long as I am able to kind of progress for the next 30 days, that's my money, right? Versus this, it's just a combine that I have to turn this account into 106,000 in next 10 days, on next 10 trading days. If I do that, then I'll get another account like this. So then it'll be my account and I'll get a refund for it. So then if I pass the second one, I'll have 2 accounts for free, guys, because if you pass this combine, it's $77. They actually refund you the $77. It's not the easiest thing to pass, but if you do pass, then the account's free. So it's pretty sweet, and there's no risk at all at this point, right? So versus with your real money, there's going to be a lot of risk involved in the beginning, but it's not easy to pass. Just keep that in mind. So a lot of people will spend more than $77 trying to pass the combine. And this combine is also one that requires you to trade bigger size, and you have to kind of go for bigger trades because you do have to make that in 10 days versus other combines. You have a minimum of 10 days or minimum of 15 days, depending on what company you go with. And what that means is you have to trade a minimum of 10 or 15 days, but you could trade as long as you want. So if you have to make 6,000 and you want to make $60 a day, then it will take you 100 days, but you'll make that 6,000 eventually, right? You just have to pay a monthly fee, which is a little bit more expensive. Those combines start at like, basically to compare, this combine, it's $77. If you want to do the same exact combine, but have a limited amount of time to do it, it's like $220, right? So it's a huge difference in price. So I'd rather just try and knock it out in 10 days anyway. But yeah, if you guys are interested in something like that, definitely tune into the streams and to the channel, and I'll explain that more in the future as well. That is for trading futures, not trading stocks, just so you know. You're not allowed to trade you're not allowed to trade stocks in the prop firm account in the US unless you have a license. Yeah, I mean AMC is always gonna follow GME, right? So we've established that many times already. So it's gonna react to whatever GME is doing. AMC is gonna do the same thing. So some big money involved in these stocks for sure. But GME is recovering nicely. So I don't know who's holding this thing up. Someone is. Some hedge funds are buying this up and trying to screw the other hedge funds that are short. And then the retail traders are just trying to pick the right direction for the next, few minutes, and that's all that matters. If you're trading, all you care about is the next few minutes. Who's fucked more on the next quick move? Like imagine all those shorts that shorted here. I mean, they thought this was over and then they shorted this and now they're stuck. So if this pops higher, now they have to get out. So now it's gonna move up. That's just how it works. So all these longs were comfortable here. They started dumping. So once it dumped, all these longs kind of just panicked out, right? I had to panic out, and then more shorts got involved. Some shorts covered here. So there's definitely a lot of shorts covering here. And there's a lot of people buying the dip. And there's also a lot of shorts that are kind of shorting into these pops, maybe like here. And now they're stuck. So it's just a game of who's stuck more. Freaking NASDAQ is drunk. I gotta put like a 5-minute chart on NASDAQ because 1-minute chart is just too much noise at this point. Donovan, I can't tell you if you should hold GME. I'm not a financial advisor. I have no idea. Oh yeah, definitely. Brian says they covered some of the short positions and they re-hit it on the bounce. I definitely agree with that. Now getting over this level is going to be like a lot of stops are going to be set like here at 287. So if that gets broken. They're going to push and we'll push. I mean, I don't know who you're saying we will, but you have to have a lot of money to move this stock. I don't think Robinhood is moving this stock at all. Nah, the hedge is not digging anything deeper because they had a lot of opportunity to cover their positions already. They're just trading more. So it's not a bigger hole. They're just setting up for another trade. So if they lose on that trade, they just lose on the trade. They're not going to win on every single trade. But I don't think they're... And there's hedges that are moving this thing up. Everyone thinks hedge funds are short biased. They're not short biased. The whole stock market is hedge funds. That's where the money is, right? It's market makers. That's who makes the market. We are just little fish in the ocean of sharks. And that's why we don't know what's going to happen to the market. Whatever happens, happens, but we can't predict it, right? We could only get in, based on an educated guess, and then set up a stop loss and see where it goes. We don't know if it's going to go up. There's no control. We have no control. Once we buy our stock, we have no control over it going up, but we have control over how much it's going to go against us. Wow, NASDAQ still in the same choppy area. Thought it broke down lower and it didn't. All right, guys. I think I'm going to sign off now. If you have any other questions, let me know before I sign off. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a while since we streamed, so happy to see all 70 of you here. What's the new rule? I haven't been paying attention. I've been just trading NASDAQ, to be honest. Let me see if I could find something. Collateral from the brokerages. Okay. I don't know what this. The biggest thing about the whole thing is like if you're using margin, obviously there's gonna be some restrictions, right? So I think they could ban trading on margin, which that would be worse than that would be actually way worse than good. Yeah, Brian, I just read an article and I'm already I can't do it on stream because it would take me some time to dissect it. But basically, I don't really care for it too much anymore since I be focused on futures. But I don't think it's gonna affect me much. Something like the GME, we're not gonna see for a while, guys. I don't think we're gonna see that for a while, and I don't think people should be focused on something like that. People should be looking for consistency in the market, and if you find consistency, then you'll make more money than one big home run like GME. Because if you just hit GME and you make some decent money, you're gonna lose all that money in the next trades because you don't know what you're doing, right? You just got lucky, basically. And if you're trading GME based on your own studies and own research, like Keith is, that's a different story. He knows what he's doing, so it's different than jumping in randomly. I haven't looked into Roblox or Roblox, whatever it's called. I looked at it was up a lot, but I haven't even looked into what the hell they do or anything like that, so can't give you an opinion on that. I trade just on the chart, guys. I don't trade on fundamentals. So right now there's no chart to trade off of since it's an IPO, right? So I just trade on the chart, guys, just so you know. Like if you look at my NQ, look how many lines I have drawn. Look at all these indicators and everything. I mean, that's basically what I trade on and how I predict the moves. This has been the craziest choppy day that we've had in a long time. Look at all these bottom wicks and never reversed higher, so it's been a tough day. But days like this, day like this is when I sat on the sidelines. I took a trade at the open, and I made money, and I just shut off for the day. Right at like 9:32 a.m., I was done for the day, and they're just selling off all day, like super simple, super easy. And then today, day like this, I'm over trading. I'm over trading it, and it just makes no sense. But that's human psychology for you. Yeah, GME is wild. It's hard to say where it's gonna go, but it's rolling over a little bit now. All right, guys, I'll be signing off for now. I gotta go to the gym before I gotta get to work. It's 2 o'clock. I gotta eat. I gotta take a pre-workout and then get to the gym by like 3:30 before it gets busy, and then I gotta work all day. So make sure there's nothing in chat. All right, guys, have a good day. Be safe out there. Do your own research. Don't follow any alerts. All right, guys. Have a great night.